Hello to you all. This is Jo, Goddess of Everything, bringing you the podcast, Goddess of Everything. I'm so excited for you all to be able to be part of this beautiful podcast. And I've loved that some of you are sharing feedback with me and chatting to me and telling me what you'd like to see on the podcast. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it all. And I love all the feedback. So just stay in touch with me, get in touch. So today's podcast, what it's going to cover is the new moon in Virgo that's coming up here in September 2024. And also, I'm going to be pulling some cards at the end in three piles as an overview of what this new moon's bringing in for you for the next 4 weeks. So, what we know about about podcasts, what we know about new moons and podcasts, is that they're all new, and every time that you listen to one, it's new every time. But yeah, podcasting and new mooning. I'm just confused myself completely there. So this new moon in Virgo is going to bring some interesting energies in, and it's going to be really important for us all to do some really important things. So I'm going to talk about that. But first of all, I'm just going to say hello, listeners. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thank you, everybody who's been following me on my Facebook, actually, because I got another 100 subscribers in the last week. I can't believe it. Like, I seem to be getting more and more people joining all my different things. And for those people who've joined Goddess of Everything Facebook group, I'm just so excited for you all because this is going to be, well, it's just going to be full of awesomeness and huge transformations for people that are coming in. And this place and this space that I've created is actually going to be, it's going to be free for a year, and you're going to be able to get access to all the programs. So the first program that's coming out is Money, Money, Money. And then we've got Reinvention Revolution coming in November. And then in December, we've got the Unlimited Abundance sessions. So it's going to be really cool. I've got 3 years, I've 3 years, 3 months mapped out, and then I've got like the rest of the year mapped out pretty much. So really, really excited. All the content that's coming through, all the activations that are coming through. Like, I really feel like you're going to be going to like another level. It's like, yeah, the trajectory of everybody that's going to be there in that moment. I just can't wait to map out what happens like in the 5-10 years from that. It's really quite exciting, really, isn't it? So there you go. So this will be from the new moon in Libra in October. So at the beginning of October, we've got the eclipse. Eclipse season is dawning upon us. But we will be running that from then. And I decided to do it when it was in my first house, which is like, hello, this is the face I present to the world. And yeah, fair enough, there's an eclipse going on, but everything that's meant to be is meant to be, and it'll all be happening at the time it's meant to be happening. And that was the way it felt like for me. Not right now in Virgo season. I couldn't do it because it's my 12th house energy. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, then you need to join Lunar Abundance Queens. Although I have kept it very small, the group at the moment. I really, really like it. So the only time anyone can join is if someone leaves. So if you want to get on the wait list, then you really need to let me know, because there are £1,000, thousands and thousands of pounds worth of videos in there. And in order to learn lots about astrology and understand everything that I'm talking about, it might be helpful for you to be in there. So yeah, if you want to put your name on the wait list, let me know and I'll get your name on the wait list. Okay, so this new moon in Virgo. Now, what does Virgo stand for? What is it all about? So Virgo is the sign of the Virgin. So it's often related to the harvest period, because we're coming to that time of the year where we're heading towards winter. Nobody really wants winter, unless you really love like sort of Halloween and all that. I really quite like that time of year, but I do really like the summer. So for a moonology, like, I love the sun. But yeah, so Virgo is like where we harvest everything, where everything seems to come to fruition, where we're like coming together and we're learning lots, and we're sort of getting everything ready for when we're going to go into the winter period. Okay, so what I'd like you to know is that it's going to be a time of deep reflection. It's going to be a time where people could feel really, really dissatisfied. And the reason for this is because this Virgo period is going to have an opposition to Saturn, which takes place after the new moon takes place. So once a new moon happens, it has what's called the next aspect, and the next aspect that it makes tells us a lot about the next 4 weeks that are coming, like what it's going to generally be like. And that is sadly the moon opposition Saturn, so it can bring a lot of dissatisfaction. Now, the way that we can work with Saturn is to make a plan. And so what the universe is saying is like, just create some structure in your life. Structure's good, and we all need structure. And Virgo's like, well, that's like the queen of structure, because it loves that like ability to have routine, because it's all about routine, daily routines, structures. So what we need to do is start to build a life that we love to live. And so Virgo tells us to look at these themes of the routines, your daily routines, work, life balance, health, healthy routines, healthy choices. So there's all these things that will be coming up now, and it's all about learning to give ourselves structure. So we might be a little bit more disappointed in ourselves, but like every time I'm disappointed in myself, it just means I'm going to work better and work harder to make it better next time, aren't I? So we learn through everything, don't we? We learn through our disappointments. We learn through lots of different things that happen. So this new moon in Virgo is going to take place on the 3rd of September in the UK, and we've got no void, of course, when it takes place. So really excited for it, because you can just go for it, do your wishing, and to be able to put your wishes out there and just have lots of fun with it. And if you really do want to like change your life, change your structures, change the way things are, like maybe decide that you're going to not do things a certain way anymore, this is a really good time for you to really get stuck in there and start to be like, do you know what, like I am not doing it like this anymore. And maybe I'm going to be disappointed a few times myself when I fall off the wagon and eat a pizza, or like I'm meant to be healthy eating, or I'm meant to be like go to the gym 5 times a week or whatever. 5 times a day, I nearly said. But like maybe I'll miss a day and I'll be disappointed in myself. Like there might be this level of disappointment throughout the month of things, people, places, but actually we get to be the one that chooses what happens next. Like we get to be the one that takes the power back and creates a structure, creates a plan around all of that. So I'd love for you all to let me know how that landed for you, that little talk, that little description. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to use my ball, and I'm shuffling the ball. Right, so the ball is shuffled, and I'd like you all to think in your mind, am I a 1, am I a 2, or am I a 3? And the message for 1 will be different from the message for 2, and the different message from 3 will be different from 4. Oh no, we're not having a 4, we're just 1, 2, 3. So think about 1, 2, or 3 in your mind. And when it lands for you, I'm just going to think in my head as I'm swiveling these around. Message for 1. Pile 1, here is your message. You may have a new man on the horizon, pile 1, this month. How exciting. Ooh, right. So let's see, because you've got lots of different cards in here. I just like picked them all out. So, oh, everything's just like flying off. Interestingly, that, because got the eagle. So I feel as though there might be a period where you might be a bit down or whatever, you might feel a bit low or something in mood, because this Saturn energy could make you feel a bit low as well. But you are going to triumph over it, because you've got the eagle, and it's like flying over, overcoming obstacles, because you got the weeping willow card. So it could be that you're a bit sad over something, but the eagle's there saying, hey, you're about to overcome any obstacles, and you're going to do this using your creativity and your creative gifts. So all these things came out. But I do feel like this male in your life, or the male that's about 20 in your life, is about to change the game. So give us more information about pile 1. Yeah, a change for the better. So the butterfly card came out and said, this is about to change everything, and you're about to have a change for the better. You're about to have a celebration. And yeah, I think that where you are feeling like something was lacking in your life, maybe it was love, maybe it was money or goals in your life, you're about to have a celebration, pile one. So enjoy that. And I'm just going to find out if there's a tarot card that wants to come out for you. Yeah, and just keep going. Like, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, so it's a real energy of the grafter. So maybe you're going to feel like you're grafting this month, putting a lot of foundations in. Maybe you're thinking you're going to have to take a very methodical approach to something, but you are going to achieve it, and you are going to get stuck in. So it's all about just staying the course. Stay the course as much as you can. All right. So pile two. Let's have a look. Pile two's message. Oh, you're about to have a victory. So there's something good coming as a victory for you. And you're being advised that you're going to have an opportunity. And I think it's literally to do with your work. So it's saying pay attention to your work. And you got the carrot, which is an opportunity or a windfall. So some of you could be getting an opportunity at work, or could be getting a windfall. And some of you you've got the fire card. So maybe you're going to be a bit passionate about something. Maybe you're going to get riled up. Maybe at work, something's going to really light your fire, and you're going to get some communication. And so, yeah. And oh my gosh, you got the integrity card as well. So it's like all about holding your integrity. Maybe you're passionate about it because you hold the integrity for it. And maybe this is linked to July and somebody who wasn't authentic or wasn't real. And so you're taking action, and maybe some of you are going to be finding true love as well. Yeah. So yeah, this you're just being reminded not to spend all your money, twos. Okay. So this month, because you got the lobster, which is all about the financial pinch, and you got the caution card together. So it's just like, be careful with your money. Don't spend it all at once. Freeze. Okay. Oh, you got the nest and the wedge. Okay. So someone in your family might be trying to come between you and somebody else. So just have to be really, really careful about that. Or somebody in your relationship, like a third party, somebody trying to cause trouble in your relationship. So it could be within the family or within a relationship. But you got the camel card. So it's saying persevere, you're going to overcome it. Don't trust a woman who's gossiping about all your secrets as well. There's a woman, maybe she's dark haired in your life. Just keep things close to your heart. I think you're going to take a chance on something because temptation is going to test you. It could be that it could go either way. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. I don't know if you're coming through a period of feeling frustrated and maybe because you're trying to bring everything together and it just doesn't feel like it's in alignment with your truth. Maybe your life just doesn't feel like fully like where you want to be yet at the moment. And so you've just been reminded, don't lower your standards. Maybe you've got people around you that aren't very authentic. It sounds like you've got a few people around you that are like, maybe testing the grounds, testing the waters a little bit. Yeah. And you've got like maybe there's somebody else coming into your life that's got fair hair and it's a woman, and they're also, you just be reminded, don't lower yourself, don't lower your standard. Maybe this woman's going to remind you because you've got the flowers card, which is like this person might be bringing you flowers or trying to cheer you up again to bring you happiness. And so you're just being reminded that there are good people out there. Not everybody's going to be the same. So yeah, you've got the bridge card. So you're going to overcome a problem, and you got the tulip, which again, I think someone's going to be bringing you flowers to make it up to you or to be sorry, and they're going to show great passion. But I think like what your guides are saying is like, don't lower yourself and don't argue back, don't fight. People sometimes like causing trouble, which is really sad. But you just need to hold your own in your life, and you are about to get a wish granted, and you're going to have a successful like outcome to anything. So what it's saying, because you got the key card, and that's like a successful outcome to all your problems, nothing being an issue. And I'm quickly just gonna, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's some ups and downs this month, and I think if you've been feeling like your life's on a bit of a low, it's about to go up. So just know that if you have been going through a bit of a lull, you're about to see a resurgence of something positive happening. Okay. So all you that have been interested in this new moon and thinking like, how can I work with this new moon, knowing what I know now, number one, stay positive, as positive as you can be. I'm just going to put this down on the floor. The most important thing is that you have strategy this month, like play your cards close to your chest, but also like just make sure that you're actually like listening to yourself. What do you need? What do you need in your life? What do you want your life to look like? Like, how can you build this to be the most incredible version of your life that you want to live? And I forgot to say what time it was taking place. So it's at 02:55 on the 3rd of September in the UK. So it's going to be an early one, but I'm running my ceremony at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So try and get it as close as you can to when that new moon's taking place, because it'll have more strength and more power. And so it's going to be a great time to just put your wishes out there and let go. Don't hang on to them too much, people go over things too much. I just tend to like make them, put them out there, and then I carry on, because the more you focus on something, the more you're like sort of telling yourself you haven't got it. So yeah, it can be a bit of a backwards thing that if you keep focusing on something you don't have, then you sort of reaffirming you don't have it yet. So yeah, just know that it's going to be an interesting month for us all ahead. I feel like it's going to be such an interesting month. I might just pull a card for us now just to tell us a little bit more about. I feel a bit intrigued about this month. Like numerologically, it's a 3 month for me, so it's about fun. Yeah, it's a moon. Like, we got the moon, so that's often about things, us not seeing things going underneath. Like, it's emotional. Like, I feel like it's going to be, yeah, maybe a lot of us are going to be dealing like a lot of subconscious stuff, like dealing with like all our inner woundings and fears, and maybe some of us will be feeling like, just because we're feeling that sense of dissatisfaction underneath, running under the surface, like people looking for things that are going to make them feel better again. And to just be aware of your health, take care of your health, prioritize it, and um don't be too tempted to drink too much or eat too much, or and if you do need help with that, if you need help with anything like that, you can always get in touch with me, because I do free hypnotherapy sessions as well. So I do a stress less 30 minutes, and you can book in with me and you can have that. And everyone tells me how much greater they feel after they've had it. So you're entitled to one free one, and so if you're in my world, then you're more than welcome to go and access that. If you head over to Instagram, Goddess of Everything Jo, there's dots between that. You go into my bio, there's a link you can click and you can get a free one. Or on my Facebook, there's a link in my bio as well. You can go and get one there. So that's Jo A. Ripley on Facebook. And do join our group, Goddess of Everything. So excited for us all. So let's stay positive about this new moon in Virgo that's on its way to us all. And even though it might not be what everybody wants to hear, there's always up days and down days, and that's just life. We have to learn to dance with everything, and we know how to do the dance. Some dances we're not as good at, but some dances we're getting more proficient at as time goes on. And so nobody can take experience away from us, life experience. Everything is a dance. So just remember, stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll be thinking of you on the other side. Take care. Bye bye.